Brazil got pushed back, the Netherlands got chased down twice, and the teams doing it, not who you'd expect. We're talking about Morocco and Japan. And if you've been watching this tournament so far, you already know exactly why these two are being called the dark horses of the competition. Both teams have already gone toe-to-toe with some of the biggest names in world football, and both have walked away with results that turned heads everywhere. Let's start with Morocco, because their story right now is honestly incredible. You probably remember Morocco's run 4 years ago. They made history by becoming the first ever Arab nation to reach a World Cup semi-final. That alone was a massive achievement. But here's the thing, this Moroccan team isn't satisfied with just repeating that. Their head coach, Mohamed Ouahabi, has made it very clear. The goal this time isn't to just match what they did before. The goal is to go even further than the semi-final. That's a bold statement, but based on what we've seen so far, it might not be just talk. So what makes this Moroccan squad so dangerous? It's the blend. You've got experienced stars who are playing week in and week out for some of the biggest clubs in Europe. Brahim Diaz is out there representing Real Madrid. And leading the team as captain, you've got Achraf Hakimi, who plays for Paris Saint-Germain. These are players who know what it takes to perform on the biggest stages because they do it at club level constantly. But it's not just about the experienced names. Morocco also has this exciting wave of young talent coming through. Players like midfielder Bilal El Khanous and Ayoub Bouadi are bringing energy, hunger, and fresh legs into this squad. And behind all of them, holding things together at the back, you've got a reliable presence in goalkeeper Yassine Bounou. So you've got experience guiding youth bringing energy to experience, and a goalkeeper anchoring it all from behind. That's a pretty solid recipe. Now let's talk about how this actually showed up on the pitch, because Morocco's performance against Brazil was something special. Brazil, remember, are one of the favorites to win the entire tournament. And yet, Morocco didn't just survive against them, they matched them. The game finished level, 1 goal each. But the scoreline almost doesn't tell the full story. What really stood out was how Morocco played. Quick, short passing, individual flair and creativity on the ball, and blistering pace whenever they pushed forward. At times, Morocco actually pinned Brazil back into their own half for long stretches, especially during the first half. Think about that for a second. One of the most talented squads in the world being pushed onto the back foot by Morocco. That's not luck. That's a team with a real plan and the quality to execute it. So with that semi-final history behind them, a coach who's openly aiming higher, a squad blending European-based stars with hungry young talent, and a performance against Brazil that proved they can dictate the tempo against elite opposition, Morocco is shaping up to be one of the most exciting teams to follow in this tournament. Now, let's shift over to Japan, because their story has a slightly different flavor, but it's just as compelling. If Morocco's identity is about controlling the ball and pushing forward with flair, Japan's identity right now is all about smart, disciplined counter-attacking football. Sometimes called the Samurai Blue, this Japanese side looked incredibly comfortable playing on the back foot against the Netherlands, a team many people see as a genuine title contender. Instead of trying to match the Netherlands' pass-for-pass hat, Japan sat back, stayed organized, and waited, and when the moment was right, they struck. Quickly, decisively. The timing of their counterattacks against a side as dangerous as the Netherlands was honestly impressive to watch. But here's where the story gets even better. Twice during that match, the Netherlands took the lead, and twice, Japan responded. They didn't panic. They didn't fold. Instead, they fought back both times and ended up drawing the match 2 goals each. The players responsible for those crucial equalizers were Keito Nakamura and Daichi Kamada. That kind of resilience, coming back not once, but twice against a top-tier opponent, tells you everything you need to know about the mentality of this Japanese squad. And it's not like Japan is a one-trick team either. Their attacking options run deep. You've got Daisen Maeda, Ayase Ueda, Ritsu Doan, Takefusa Kubo, and Koki Ogawa, all capable of sharing the goal-scoring responsibility. That's 5 different players who can step up and make the difference on any given night. For opposing defenses, that's a nightmare. You can't just focus on stopping one guy. And here's something that makes their performance against the Netherlands even more impressive. Japan's captain, Wataru Endo, was missing through injury. Losing your captain, especially a midfield leader, is usually a big blow. But Japan still managed to field a rock-solid midfield with players like Daichi Kamada, who plays for Crystal Palace, and Ao Tanaka, who plays for Leeds United, both currently playing in England. That experience in one of the toughest leagues in the world clearly translated onto the World Cup stage. So now let's connect the dots between these two teams because there's a clear pattern here. Morocco drew with Brazil. Japan drew with the Netherlands. Two dark horse nations going head-to-head with two of the tournament favorites right at the start of the competition, and both walking away with a point and a massive statement. That's exactly the kind of early result that completely changes how people view a team for the rest of the tournament. Suddenly, opponents can't take these sides lightly anymore. So what's next for each of them? For Morocco, Captain Achraf Hakimi has confirmed that they still have two more group stage matches to play. We don't have the details on exactly who those opponents are yet, but given the way Morocco played against Brazil, you have to imagine every remaining opponent is taking notice and preparing accordingly. For Japan, the picture is a bit clearer. They're in Group F, and their next match is set for a midnight kickoff against Tunisia. Given how they performed against the Netherlands, fighting back twice to secure a draw, you'd expect Japan to carry that same confidence and resilience into this next challenge. And when you zoom out and look at the bigger picture, both of these teams have very real, very legitimate ambitions for this tournament. Morocco's coach isn't hiding his intentions. He wants to go further than that historic semi-final run from 4 years ago. And for Japan, after holding a title contender like the Netherlands to a draw, a place in the quarterfinals doesn't feel like a stretch at all. It feels like a realistic, achievable target. So here's the big question for you guys. Out of these two dark horses, who do you think has the better chance of making a deep run in this tournament? Is it Morocco with that attacking flair, that experience from European giants, and a coach who's clearly aiming for something historic? Or is it Japan with that fearless counter-attacking style, that never-give-up mentality and depth across the entire attacking line? Drop your prediction down in the comments. I really want to know who you guys are backing as the surprise package of this World Cup. And if you're enjoying these breakdowns, do me a favor and hit that like button. It makes a huge difference for the channel. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe too, because we're tracking every single one of these stories as the tournament unfolds, the favorites, the underdogs, and everything in between. Trust me, you don't want to miss what happens next for these two dark horses. See you in the next video, guys.